XL Contacts is proud to present to you the new Essential Solution Segmented Aspheric Multifocal. The Essential Solution is the result of over 3 years of research and development. 2 industry-leading contact lenses for presbyopia, the Essential Aspheric Multifocal and the Solution Segmented Translating Bifocal, have had their best features combined to create a design that will provide a higher level of performance for your presbyopic patients. The initial premise for the Essential Solution design was to be able to deliver excellent vision not only at distance and near, but at the all-important intermediate range. This is achieved by combining the aspheric back surface of the Essential Multifocal with the near vision benefit of the XL Solution front surface segmented translating design. This combination results in a high-performance design with a thinner lens profile that delivers up to 3.5 diopters of add power, providing excellent near correction for even your most mature presbyopes. The design is quite thin for a prism ballasted lens, and the decreased lens mass makes for a very comfortable fit. And importantly, the unique front surface provides distance and near optical centers that are adjacent to each other, delivering no jump optics. Thus the patient has no image jump when looking from distance to reading tasks. The optimal Essential Solution lens will position slightly below center, or in some cases even a little lower. Even though it is thinner than other weighted designs, the Essential Solution lens still has an adequate amount of lens mass to achieve this. Ideally, the segment line should position just below the pupil in normal room illumination. This allows for easy translation from one visual task to another without interfering with distance vision. Also, the crescent shape of the segment can rotate up to 15 degrees nasally without interfering with distance vision. While the Essential Solution design is well suited for many different patient groups, it is especially beneficial for midlife and mature presbyopic patients who require crisp vision at all ranges. The intermediate vision provided by this design is great for computer users, which includes just about everybody today. And the crescent-shaped reading segment provides crisp, clear near vision for reading tasks. Lower lid position is an important factor in successfully fitting the Essential Solution design. Ideally, the prospective patient's lower lid should rest at the lower limbus. This lid position will support the lens, providing translation as the patient looks down to read. If the lower lid is too high, the segment is more likely to interfere with distance vision. Conversely, if the lower lid is too low, not enough lens translation may occur. During the research and development of this product, we analyzed numerous lens parameter combinations, as well as the order and exchange patterns of hundreds of practitioners. This resulted in decreasing the number of variables by controlling the parameter options. The streamlined parameter options will help you quickly assess a patient's chance for success and improve the process of refining the fit. Base curves are available for almost all corneal shapes, while distance powers are available for about 90% of the population. And add powers available up to plus 3.5 diopters will serve even the most mature presbyope. There are 2 segment positions available and a standard lens diameter of 9.3 millimeters. The lenses are made with a medium prism ballast positioned at 90 degrees, and we have chosen the high decay Boston XO as the exclusive material for the Essential Solution lens design. Our fitting guide makes the Essential Solution lens easy to incorporate into your busy practice. Use the nomogram to select the base curve along with the appropriate distance power adjustment. Then add a half diopter to the spectacle add power. This calculation is performed due to the unique combination of aspheric and spheric optics. The result is excellent near vision. Next, choose from one of 2 available segment positions and order the lens with a 9.3 millimeter diameter with standard prism. That's all it takes to be on your way to achieving success for your presbyopic patients. Let's review the fitting steps with an example. In this case, the patient's spectacle power is -2, -75 at 180 with a +2 diopter add. The K readings are 42.5 at 180 and 43.25 at 90. First, locate the flat K reading on the nomogram. In this example, the flat K reading is 42.5 diopters, and the recommendation is to select a 7.8 mm base curve and adjust the distance sphere power by -75. This results in a new distance power of -275 diopters. This adjustment is made to compensate for the fitting relationship and the aspheric posterior surface optics. In step 2, determine the near power by adding a half diopter to the patient's spectacle add power. In this example, we would order an essential solution design with a +250 add. Next, we'll choose from one of two segment positions. It's recommended to always start at 1 mm below geometric center. In a small number of cases, depending on lens position, the other option of 1.5 mm below geometric center may be needed. Order the standard 9.3 mm lens diameter. The prism is automatically calculated and will be at 90 degrees. That's it! Essential Solutions, a simple, straightforward approach to successfully fitting presbyopic patients. Lens evaluation is very uncomplicated with the Essential Solution design. The optimal fluorescein pattern shows alignment along the flattest corneal meridian, accompanied by unobstructed movement along the vertical meridian. When the patient looks down to read, the lens needs to translate upward to achieve the full reading correction. This provides the maximum vision in all positions of gaze and increases patient comfort. If possible, before evaluating the patient's vision, allow the lens to settle for 10 to 20 minutes. Test the patient's vision binocularly. As with eyeglasses, monocular vision testing will not provide accurate measurements of functional vision. The distance acuity with the Essential Solution is expected to be equivalent to that obtained with single vision contact lenses. Always perform the over-refraction using spectacle trial lenses and not the 4-opter. Testing in this manner is more indicative of how a patient sees through their bifocal contact lenses and allows reading objects to be held in their natural position. While our tried and tested Essential Solution fitting system eliminates most potential fitting problems up front, in some cases it's still necessary to troubleshoot. To help you, we've developed a problem-solving grid along with our fitting guide. The problem-solving grid makes recommendations for such situations as incorrect lens and seg position, movement or rotational characteristics, and visual inefficiencies. As we said before, one goal of the Essential Solution development was to control parameters to improve fitting success. In essence, the lens either fits or it doesn't fit. This philosophy makes problem solving quite simple. For example, if a lens is not positioning properly, the only option is to steepen or flatten the fit. If the lens rides high, choose the next steeper base curve. If the lens positions low, and by fluorescein pattern evaluation it's too steep, select the next flattest base curve available. Ideally, the lens should move freely during the blink, allowing for easy translation in all gazes. If movement is excessive or restricted, changing the base curve is the only option here also. Steepen or flatten the base curve depending on the movement of the lens. If the bifocal segment is not correctly positioned, it can only be made lower or higher in one of the two available seg positions, 1 or 1.5 millimeters below geometric center. Changing the base curve is another option to improve seg position if it appears the lens to cornea fitting relationship is inappropriate. If the patient is having difficulty with reading, check the lens translation first. Make sure the patient is holding their head up when looking down to read. If the lens still doesn't translate, consider changing to a flatter base curve. If the segment is positioned too low, reorder the lens with the higher seg line. There are a number of reasons why a patient may experience poor distance vision. Check the over-refraction first to ensure the calculations were correct. Next, look at the seg position. If it's too high, reorder the lower seg line option. If the seg line position is good but the lens is exhibiting undesirable movement or positioning, consider changing the base curve. The essential solution design is weighted with a standard prism positioned at 90 degrees. Its crescent-shaped segment can rotate up to 15 degrees nasally without interfering with distance vision. On the rare occasion that rotation is either greater than 15 degrees nasally, or if it rotates temporarily, the essential solution can be reordered with prism ballast at either 70 or 110 degrees. The most frequently asked question is, why can't I special order other parameters? Quite simply, we believe your success rate is increased by controlling the parameter options. If success can't be achieved with the available parameters, consider a different multifocal or bifocal design. For example, our solution bifocal design can be customized into almost any parameter you desire. Call any of our locations to receive more information. Try a pair of essential solutions today. Brought to you by XL Contacts, innovators in GP lens design and manufacturing.